Hey, it's me, Puppet DM, and I'm here to tell you all about the sponsors we have here at the Wandering Society. We're sponsored here by Mage Hand Press, makers of a bunch of 5th edition supplements, like the Book of Kobold or their series of new classes. And don't forget, Arcmada, the amazing sci-fi fantasy campaign setting for the world's greatest role-playing game. Be sure to check them out at store.mageandpress.com. Up next, we have Roll20. It's the platform we use here at the Wandering Society to play all of our games. It's easy to use, intuitive, and it now comes with dark mode. Be sure to check them out at roll20.net. We're also sponsored by R. Talsorian Games. R. Talsorian Games make great RPGs, and they've been doing so since the early 90s. Check their books. They've got Cyberpunk Red, which Simon tells me has been played here extensively, Castle Falkenstein, which also has been played here, and The Witcher, which has also been... Okay, we get it! Check them out at your FLGS or online at rtalsoriangames.com. Have you ever wanted to wake up and smell the coffee? Well, now you can with this next sponsor, Found Familiar. Get yourself some damn good coffee at foundfamiliar.com and use the code on the screen to get 15% off. What do you mean I can't drink coffee? What the fuck is felt? And we couldn't end this segment without talking about our good friends at Die Hard Dice. That's right. As a Dice affiliate, we are proud to partner with Die Hard Dice to bring you only the best in shiny click-clacks. Click-clacks? What is... Ow. You can check their ever-growing collection over at dieharddice.com and use the link below to get 15% off. You're putting this all on me? I better get a cut.
Nope.
Oh.
What? Check my update. Hello, everyone. Hi, welcome. Welcome, one and all. We are Thursday, which means that we're playing InSpectres. It's actually our finale today. The for all the marbles, we're going all in, and we're gonna have a nice recap just after our dear players introduce themselves, who they are, who they're playing. For the last time for this game, we will begin with the person on my right on the overlay, Mike.
Hello, I'm Mike Brown. He, him. I play Uncle Buck.
And right over Mike is Hannah. Stop.
I am not meowing. I'm Hannah. And my pronouns are she, her. And in this game, I play Gemma Artel, the HBIC of InSpectres, also she, her.
And up on the other side, we have Pooja.
Hey everybody, I am Pooja. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Nor Saba, the experimental tech person of the group who may lead to chaos this time. We'll see. Oh, her pronouns are also she, her.
And last but not least, we have Andrew.
Hello everyone, I'm playing Merle, the resident muscle. My pronouns are he, him, and so are Merle's, and let's see what we get up to today.
Indeed. But before we start, Can anyone among you remind our dear player? Let's start with something. Let's start with the group. An overhead, like a drone shot of you and the ghosts on the steps of the magic castle with just an army of animatronics and then record scratch. And who gets to say why you are in this mess?
I don't know who's going to say what, but I feel very Charlie's Angels right now.
Why don't you start us off then?
So we have found ourselves at Disney, and it appears that there is someone here, who is forcing ghosts into indentured servitude, and we are here to liberate the ghosts. So we came, we saw, and we're about to conquer.
Yes, we are.
I'm bad at recaps.
You are accompanied by two important people. One is Taylor, right? That's Taylor, his name, right?
Yes.
Taylor is
Yes.
my son's name.
Taylor, Uncle Buck's son, who was brought to Disney World because Sharon just dropped him off at the office. And also currently inhabiting a Captain America helmet is none other than Casper, the friendly ghost. Yes, Casper. And before we, dive back into the action proper, there's one thing that occurred at the end of last week, which was the real inspectors showing up. Their high-tech helicopter flying overhead over all of you, landing farther out in the park. Actually, let me just grab a map of park. That would help. I need a bigger map. Oh, that's a big map. Wow. Screw you, Google.
Wow.
Sorry, I was just assaulted with a bunch of pop-ups despite my ad blocker. Yeah, that's kind of weird and very 1995. Or I should say early 2000.
I was going to say 95 is a little early.
A little early. Yeah, they actually went and landed over in Tomorrowland.
Okay.
And of course, the group of you facing, you're kind of in the center of everything after you made the park a little too efficient. And now you have several animatronics that have gathered from every park and made their way to you. What's going on in your mind? What's your plan? What's happening? Are you freaking out? Oh, that would be a good time to remind you that being under assault by an army of animatronics warrant a stress check. So, could you all please roll me 2d6? No, wait, I think it's a little more than 2d6. I think this calls for maybe something a little more stressful. Would you say it's more or less than being confronted by a drooling demon spawn from hell?
Why are we stressed out? Aren't the animatronics on our side?
not the ones that you haven't freed,
Mm.
like the presidents.
I'll still call Demon Spawn more stressful.
Demon Spawn seems more
Okay.
stressful.
So
Definitely.
2d6, everyone.
Okay.
I have cool. So what do I do?
Cool, you leave it as is. It gives you damage reduction.
Oh, okay.
Air.
So we're taking the lower of your dice this time. So that's a 4 and a 4.
Yes!
I'm rolling. Just give me
That's
one.
a 1.
Yes.
And that's a 2. Oh
That's
my
a
god.
2.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Listen,
Okay.
the important thing is that the higher one was a 6.
Yes.
It's
But-
important to me, not to the game, but to me.
It's the principle.
Exactly.
Not much else.
In this case, actually, Gemma and Buck are just annoyed at the situation. You have a -1 die penalty to your next skill roll. Whatever it is, doesn't matter. You're just so annoyed that you're not really like focused. My dear, whoa! What just happened?
What happened?
Wait, are we there? Am I frozen?
Yes. No.
Okay. Oh, my computer decided to just splatter all my windows all over the place and then freeze.
Oh wow.
So
No, we're
awesome.
streaming. You're fine.
Okay. I was looking at the book. Thank you. And I wanted to look at the skill checks. A 2. You are frazzled. Noor. Frazzled means that
What
you're
does
going to
that
lose
mean?
2 dice from an appropriate skill.
All right, we're losing a contact because people know. And
enough, and where's the other one?
Athletics, because lols.
All right. However, Andrew, because you rolled a 1, you have a complete and total nuclear meltdown. You are going to lose your cool,
Oh no.
and you're going to lose 2 dice from skills of your choice. This is the end of the world for Merle.
If Merle is losing his shit and melting down, there is definitely a problem with people, and there is going to be a problem with academic thought. So I'm going to just drop those 2.
All right.
Okay. Please don't ask me to think.
The
Have we before?
the camera crew huddles behind you, trying to use you as a human shield to protect them against the berserk robots. What do you do?
Question.
Yes.
Is there like a line of like presidents in front of us that we have to get through in order to get in, or like?
No. You could actually, No, you know what? I'm gonna make you roll for it. Why not? Why not? And I'll go with that would be like surveilling your environment, staying away, like aware of everything. So let's do academics.
From me?
Yeah.
Oh well, I've got a brand spanking new 0 right there.
You're gonna use a dice from the pool then.
I'm gonna have to. What is it? Library?
Academic is library. Library, you have 4 dice right now.
Okay. Y'all mind
Read a
if I
book.
grab like 2 of those?
Go for it.
Okay. Let's do this. Let's do this. And let's pray. Pair of threes.
Pair of threes. That is not so great. I decide your fate, but you can suggest a positive minor effect, and your fate will be, unfortunately, as you look around thinking that you the way to the magic castle was clear, you see a bunch of animatronics just moving. It's like they're appearing out of thin air, moving up behind you. Some of them just coming out of like the river, the water around.
Okay.
And just to make them, I don't know, scarier. Shit. We'll say it's the seven dwarves.
Ooh. That's okay. So seven dwarves. Trying to think. I mean, my splash of comedy was going to be like, if there were like bananas on a string, you know, nunchucks kind of thing, like some kind of, you know, I was going to say like I like get one of those giant foam fingers, assuming there's one around, but that's not going to do anyone any damage. I don't know what there is at Disney World. I've never been.
Look, it can also be nothing positive. You can suggest, you know, it doesn't mean you have to. But right now, you are essentially surrounded.
Are you looking for a weapon? What are you looking for?
Yeah.
Oh, they always have carts with flashing lightsaber sticks on them. They're pushing carts around the front walk that have those like lightsabers with the serial numbers filed off.
I'm going to grab like two of them. I'm going to have one in each hand.
So basically like the signal lights for planes.
Basically, except they're like longer and plastic, and the kids, you know, the perfect thing for your child to batter you with while you're enjoying the park.
I'm very much in a child batter mood. Not battering children, I mean being the child battering. Of course.
Good differentiation.
So you rush and grab these out of a cart. The other three, what's going on with you?
Frazzled Noor is wide-eyed, reaches into her bag, and pulls out a canteen and starts swigging more coffee. Because apparently that's going to settle the nerves. And is basically looking for instructions from Gemma or Uncle Buck as to what to do. Because she's just like, she did her part.
Gemma's in Disney jail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Are they?
About that.
Are they still? Is there still anyone around, or have all the security like left to tend to the much bigger problem of the park being overrun by rampant animatronics?
You know what? I think that would be a contact check.
Okay.
All
Like,
I
it's
remember
for
was
the
us
opposite
slow
of
mo
contact.
walking.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I just remember us all slow mo walking towards the center.
Oof.
I did not remember Disney jail.
Well, you slow-mo walked, and then I think that was the cool moment on which we left. And then just with the record scratch, apparently Gemma wasn't there.
Oh,
At all. Just like,
It's just
In
everyone
dispose.
thought she was, you know, in like peripheral vision. But
we just assumed because
Yeah.
yeah.
shit was going down. Where else would she be? Apparently in jail.
But no, right now, the guards have actually left Gemma, but they've also locked the door, leaving behind nothing but a beat-up harmonica that is just like an inch out of arm's reach.
What do I have on my person? Not much,
Cigarettes?
because they've taken.
I mean, that's
I
what
assume
the
that-
talking heads are for.
I assume they took my cigarettes.
Depends.
Shoot.
If we go into a one-on-one, the talking heads, you get to rewrite whatever. So
Okay, give me a minute to think of what I would have on my person in prison. Somebody else go.
well, then we're gonna check with Buck.
Well,
Fuck, what are we doing?
shit. So I had.
You're
I
second
just-
in command.
apparently.
Yeah.
So I just had the big old speech. Kind of razzled a bunch of ghosts to do a little bit more chaos. Is there anything attacking me at this point now that the inspectors showed up?
Sorry, what?
Is there anyone like attacking the
The
stage or
animatronics
anything?
right now?
Yeah, the stages
the
or anything?
ghosts, The ghosts that are on your side have basically tightened up the circle around you. But no one wants to be that person that instigates.
Okay. I kind of just like hold steadfast and just be like, all right, nobody. No, where's my voice? Excuse me. Let me fix that right quick. Yeah, so we'll see exactly what's going on. No one attack. Make sure everyone's real good. All right. Just make sure I'm good too. Shit. Hold on.
What? Did you just go grab a random pole?
Oh, you're muted.
What, me?
No.
Oh, Mike is muted.
Mike is muted.
Oh, he's
And now
Yeah,
Mike
he's
is frozen. Oh, wait. Nope, still muted.
Still muted.
Did you unplug your mic?
Yeah, the mic messed up on me.
While
Sorry,
Uncle Buck is getting situated, I think Como, having been told to freeze and not start anything, is tempted to start something, but she doesn't know what to start. So she's gonna reach into her bag and hand out, because I think we still have them, the excuse me. Was it the Game Plaza Destroyer 2000?
That was the Game Boy with like duct tape batteries on it or something.
Yes. It's gonna. Well, I guess I don't know where Merle is physically from.
Probably like he went and got the plastic things and then would have walked back toward the group. So you're within, talking or
Yeah.
like giving
Okay.
stuff distance for sure.
Nor will Tothlin to Merle. Everybody has lighters. We made sure before we got here.
Yes.
And toss it over to Uncle Buck. She's holding on to Gemma still, but then she has hers out. And she'll say, I don't know what these are going to do, but it will probably help us out.
Is this a new lighter? Because I gave mine to Fatso, Stretch, and Stinky.
Oh,
The first,
No,
the
but
very first
I-
lighter that I was given, I gave to the three uncles.
oh, no, then, I don't know, DM,
you're
did I
screwed.
happen to buy a 5-pack?
Well, you know what? Make that tech check.
Okay.
Because maybe you have enough. Maybe you can scrape something together. Listen, it's a 5. You succeed, you tell me.
All right. I did not buy a 5-pack, but at the very bottom of the bag, while scrounging around, we find a musty, crusty old matchbook from like 15 jobs ago. Because you know that Nor is just going to grab shit that she thinks she might be able to use someday in something. This is one of those things. There's a couple of matches in there. You might have to get inventive into how you get it lit, but it should do the job.
I can work with this.
Yeah.
Good. Then, lighter given. Gemma, what's going on in the prison?
Well, I'm thinking that even without the new fancy lighters, I feel like Gemma, being a smoker, would have a lighter of her own. So she doesn't have the designated lighter that was brought along for.
I gave the lighters you would
shenanigans.
have had on you from the beginning.
I had the lighters?
Yeah, well, I gave everybody. Nor gave everybody a lighter back when we were still at the.
Oh, okay. I thought you said that you were still holding on to Gemma's. Sorry.
I'm holding on to your explosive device.
Oh, my explosive. Okay. But I have my lighter.
You have your lighter.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. Gemma's going to take off her vest here, rip off a little piece of the vest, and use one of, these little handy dandy things. Put a little piece inside here, light it, get up on one of the benches inside the cell that she's in and hold it up as close as she can to a fire detector. Meanwhile, the rest of the vest is going to go in a corner of the cell. Going to light that on fire so the thing is smoking and has a visual flame. So if anybody comes in response to the fire detector, the smoke detector, they can see that there is an active fire inside the cell. So hopefully they'll get me out. Hopefully.
Well, this is a sound plan. And planning takes intelligence. Intelligence is academics, so why don't you roll academics?
Okay. Are you kidding?
Well then. You light your vest on fire. And then you go to bring up the lighter up to the detector. And it chokes. You have fire. You have smoke.
I do have fire.
But it might take a little bit longer before the detector catches on the smoke. Which, being caught in a locked cell with something on fire and smoke, I think that calls for a 1 dice stress roll.
Okay.
That's your consequence for failing. So it's going to work out in the end. Except you're panicking. You're frazzled from this and lose another 2 skill dice.
Oh boy.
It almost worked.
Well, shoot.
Oh, you also had a 1 die penalty on your academics, but that's okay because the first 3 dice you rolled, the 3 wasn't one of those. Because otherwise, it's like, oh, it's a 1. It's terrible. But no, it's going to work out. It's just, it took longer, and that made you kind of panic a little.
Yeah, I'm sitting in my cell smoking, waiting for somebody to get me out of my cell that's on fire.
And no one's coming until, because the fire alarm goes off, like all the doors unlock.
It's fine.
All right. I'm coming to join the party.
All right. You make your way through, let's say that you were caught somewhere in like Main Street, USA.
Mm-hmm.
So that when you come out and you walk down like the main road or something, you can see them far ahead with the the circle, a ring of ghosts around them, and then the animatronics that have finally gotten close enough. They're saying like their catchphrases, although a little bit too fast because of what Nor did to them. But you can see like all of you in their mechanical eyes. You remember the light, like with the fireflies? It looks like they won out more than anything. And yet, just like, The Walking Dead, they advance towards you. The ghosts try to help. They immediately try to either push the animatronics down or do something, but it seems like the robots themselves are protected from ghostly interference. Probably to prevent whoever's inside from getting out, but it also prevents those that are outside from doing anything. And so you just have those, those 7 dwarves, those American presidents, a bunch of birds, just walk through the ghosts and get closer to you. The castle is in back of you. You're gonna have to think on your feet right now. Oh, and also, the 3 of you can see Gemma from far away, behind her, a huge plume of smoke.
Merle is gonna scream for freedom and like raise like both lightsabers like above his head.
Mm-hmm.
And the nearest of the 7 dwarves is just gonna like get pummeled.
Oh, you wail on Sleepy.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you gotta wake up. You gotta wake up and get out of this body.
Can you give me that athletics check?
Yeah.
By the way, just so you all know, right now, as of right now, you have 2 bonus dice in every category.
Cool. I rolled a 5.
5. It's a success. What happens when you just knock this poor, ghost-piloted robot?
I mean, Merle is not just like bashing; he's full on wailing. We've established this, so there is not really any sense to anything that's going on. He's just like yelling, like as he's hitting. But are these like the really good like lightsabers like that are like really? No, they're the cheapo ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, he started off like with the lightsaber as a lightsaber, and it quickly devolved into just driving like the butt end of the hilt, like as hard as possible, and he breaks through the face, the sleepy face of the animatronic.
The moment you strike once, twice, and again, and at some point, it like breaks. Something breaks both in your light stick and in Sleepy. And there's just this wisp of a ghost that flees the robot, and the whole shebang falls inert on the floor. What about everyone else? There's enough of a gap with Sleepy down to make a break for it. If you wanted to run away somewhere else, either to regroup or to, if you have a plan or something.
Are we running? What's the plan, Gemma?
Oh, I thought that the ghosts would help us. Are they not going to? Is it just us against the presidents?
Well,
don't worry, I got this. You boys ready? As I like talk to like the ghost that's like kind of circling around me.
Yeah.
Let's get dangerous. And kind of just send them off to like push back all of the as many of the animatronics as possible.
They can hold them back, they can slow them down, but they won't be able to like break them or stop them completely.
Okay. I'm gonna use that opportunity to try to get closer to Gemma to help regroup.
Are all the animatronics on their side? Which ones? Can we tell which ones are with us and which are against us?
Right now, you can tell very quickly that the birds, the dwarves, and the presidents are against you. And I never thought I would say that. But that's a sentence now. Oh, and you realize most human staff members, they vacated the park. Or they've holed up somewhere.
Cowards. Where are the small world children?
Just as you say that,
Oh my god.
they
Please
appear. Just marching and singing. Yeah. I think
Excellent.
They're so
Children-
terrifying.
Take the presidents out at the knees.
they look at you and like one of them with a very like robotic voice just goes like, "Yes, ma'am." And they waddle to the presidents. And like you just hear like as like a mighty tree as Abe Lincoln is fell, you're just like, 4 scores and what the and just breaks down and the ghost comes out finally free. Has anyone seen World War Z?
Mm-hmm.
You know that wave of zombie that looks like water
Yeah.
because they just all imagine that but with like cute little animatronic children.
Yeah.
Just
Or just yell. I don't know. It seems like the thing to do.
It's a I can't say it's frightening. I can't say it's magical, but like it's something that'll probably be burned in your like memory forever. Oh, I just got a picture. It's frightening. They're like giant dolls. Oh my, there's so many of them. Yep.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, and they make short work of the presidents. And then they start going after the birds. And they just grab them as they fly and just like rip open the head like it was like a soda can. Just they might be a tiny bit unhinged.
I catch up to Gemma at this point and just kind of huff him like, all right.
Where's
The hell is
Taylor?
that? Taylor's with Casper. Should be fine. Oh shit! I forgot to do my cardio. What the hell is that?
What the hell is what? What?
The kids. What the hell is that?
What's a small world? You know. Na na na.
Nah, don't sing it.
No.
Let's do this instead.
That's not children. That's Hellspawn.
Those are
What the-
children. No, look, those are perfectly fine children. They're helping us. It's fine. We've got the children from the small world. We've got the Pirates of the Caribbean. They can help. And you know, I tried to ask where higher management was, and they were incredibly rude. So I have no idea where we should go from here. But I assume that the further towards the center of the park we go is probably towards the heart of all the whole operation. So if we
Yep.
could try to get to the middle of the park. feel that
That's
would be-
where you are.
Oh, I thought we were right in the front by Cinderella's castle.
Isn't that Cinderella's castle? In between Liberty Square, Fantasyland, Tomorrowland.
But that's not far up from the entrance. Like you just go in a straight line.
Yeah, it's a
right?
straight line from the entrance.
straight line from the entrance to Cinderella's castle, right? It's like right there in Main Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you are.
Yeah. So Cinderella's castle is the heart of the park?
Not the heart of the park necessarily, but it's one of the 2 places that Casper said could sense the ectomancer.
Seems like where it's happening.
The castle. Okay. Well, if we can get the pirates to make a perimeter around the castle, then maybe we can try going up to the top, see if there's something there. And if not, then we'll try the other location that he mentioned.
All right, let's rattle them up.
Before we go, Nor hands Gemma her explosive.
Oh.
You have a way to light this, right?
No. My lighter ran out. Do you have an extra?
No. I gave you one this morning. It was new.
Yes, but it's a long story, Nor, but basically I don't have it anymore.
Gemma.
Nor's digging in the bag again.
Gemma, I got one.
Don't light it right now.
I didn't say I was gonna light it. I'm just telling you. I'm just
Hold on.
showing
Nor's
you.
digging in this bag again. We're gonna roll. We're gonna see what happens.
Oh, dear
Roll
Lord.
tech again. But I think...
Oh, no.
Oh, look, I don't think anything. That's an excellent success. Nor, what do you find now?
Oh God, what?
What new shit we're adding to this?
I find a fucking flint. I find piece of flint.
How is that a 6?
I love that the more you search, the more backwards the technology is.
She's like, there's a caveman in here.
Oh, look, no man.
Listen, we're going. Hannah, you should know this. The shit that comes out of the bottom of a bag, okay? Like, we've
Just
been
rocks.
through the actual lighters purchased for this purpose. Now we're looking at what the hell she can pull out that can double as a fire source.
So unbeknownst to even Nor herself, she created a time machine in the bottom of her bag.
Apparently, your
Somehow.
bag has
Somehow.
become like some sort of time travel mechanism.
Listen, flint is important to have on hand because imagine the things you could like strap it to, and then you have 2 things and you go, you know, like.
Nor, we're in Disney World. You couldn't have spawned like Mushu or something to light the fire. Instead,
So
you
glad-
got flint and
So
a rock.
glad your bag is just a History Channel special.
I mean, it
Well,
kind of makes sense. You need flint for a
you're
Bunsen
holding
burner.
You're holding a Game Boy
Mhm.
base explosive. I mean, yeah.
I need
boy.
to add that
Listen,
to the items.
old
though.
tech
Just-
Old tech comes cheap, which means you can go, you know, to a Goodwill and
A Goodwill.
start
And
using it for
it's,
shit.
oh boy, this flint that I picked up at a Goodwill.
No, the flint is not from Goodwill.
What? Is
I
it from the
don't-
dollar store?
There you go. It's added in your items.
Okay.
Oh,
You're gonna have
got
to get
flint
more. You're gonna have. There's 2 pieces of flint. Okay, we're gonna start a fire with it.
It's a flint and steel.
Here you go. The origin of the flint is going to be like an epilogue scene. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Okay.
As you like frantically search in the bag, get the flint out, shove that in Gemma's hands. You hear a
What the hell is that?
and an animatronic just falls down. One of the kids, no real children, falls down, smoking, and beyond that smoke stands 4 figures dressed in matching overalls. And you look at them, and there stands a very tall, confident Desi woman that looks just like Noor, but like better.
Oh no.
And then you
Oh,
have,
no.
and then you
That'd be
have a Cajun guy that looks just like Merle, but his muscles are just a little bit bigger,
But buffer.
but buffer.
slightly bigger pecs.
Yeah. Oh, and the tech on other Noor is just
On
like
Nega-
nothing's
Nega
been
Noor.
coupled together. Yeah, nothing's been coupled together. Like it's
Ah,
futuristic tech, and it matches. like the lights and the chrome and the everything. They
There's
all
RGB
have
everywhere.
big sunglasses, and then next to Other Nor and Other Merle, you have a black man with sunglasses, and he looks like Buck, but just a little more successful. And his cell phone rings as like they're standing there, and he just picks it up and puts it on speaker instinctively, and you just hear the voice of his little daughter that says, "I love you, Dad." And then you have a blonde woman.
That's a low blow, man. That's a low blow.
Look, I have to come up with stuff quickly. And then you have a blonde woman who looks like she is a caring, compassionate boss. Leading from the front, you know? And doesn't look like a Karen. And they all wear their coveralls with the big-ass symbol of the inspectors.
Could have just said Charlize Theron and been fine with it. It's fine.
Mama always
that
said,
was the inspo for Gemma, was Charlize Theron, but terrible.
And they all say in unison, "Going somewhere," as they cock their sort of ghost shotgun thing that can actually they just busted an animatronic with it.
Mama always said the end of times would be signaled by 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
So what my dad said.
Listen, their tech might be better. Their tech might work, but ours is better.
And on that,
No, I'm
we're
pretty
gonna
sure
go to
their
break.
tech is better too.
We're
And on
gonna
that
go
note,
to
what?
quick break.
Okay, yeah.
Um,
Grab dinner.
And then we'll be back in like 10 minutes for second part of our finale.
Woo woo!
Woo! Hello. I'll have those news at the end of the show anyway, but for now, where were we? Guy who's on the wrong mic.
We're in Disney World.
Hey, you got it
Yeah.
right.
And in front of you... That's true.
Thank you, Pooja. I was so worried about it when I first started talking.
World?
Hey, it came
Um,
close to that, which is why I only said Disney earlier and I didn't go.
Disney World. World.
Lead World.
But in front of you stands the 4 real inspectors.
Real.
Other inspectors. And they're, priming their weapons, and it seems like they mean business. What are you all gonna do?
Listen, if any one of them makes any sort of forward movement at me, I'm a chuck a Game Boy at him. Self-defense.
We can't
The,
spare those Game Boys.
Other Nor just looks at you, Nor, and looks at your tech and just... That's a cute arts and craft project. What does it do?
You'll find out. It won't be so cute then.
Other Buck will say that you're all under arrest for destruction of property.
Nega Buck is a
And-
cop. Well, they're all cops. never
They're
mind.
all cops.
A
And
narc.
they have a
Fucking
cease
narc.
and desist for what you've done, and also because you've, used their good names to profit off of their reputation. They're here to put a stop to this.
Nice hit.
Thanks. Nice shades.
Thanks.
If we're done flirting, eat my shorts!
Oh no.
What is that accompanied with?
He's frazzled. That is just a frazzled, over-caffeinated young MacGyver person yelling about nothing. That is me as Pooja escalating the situation because I
Yes.
love chaos.
Well, the thing is it does escalate the situation because they immediately freak out because they think that you're gonna throw something at them, and they open fire.
Oh, it's like they lost the game of chicken?
It's like they
Whenever
lost the game
it-
of chicken.
If we survive, we cannot let them live this down.
Game
Um,
of chicken! They're shooting at us!
But
Where are
this
the
is-
chickens?
I did say if we survive.
Can y'all make me a 1 die stress roll?
Ugh.
One die.
1 die.
We'll start
just-
at 1.
Oh my lord. Oh lord, lord, lord.
Ooh.
There it is. There it is.
Sounds like Uncle Buck's gonna crap his pants.
So does Merle. Buck and Merle. Sorry to tell you that, but instead of being a total nuclear meltdown, I think it's going to be a hit from one of their blasters will break something of yours. You can choose whatever it is that you want. Can be something you're wearing, or it could be like physically hurt you. But that also means that you're going to lose 1 skill die of your choice to a skill of your choice. Who rolled a 6? Gemma, you're cool under fire. It looks epic, and you actually gain a cool die.
Woohoo!
Um,
What does that do for me?
what it does is that every time from now on that you fail a stress check and would lose dice, you always do lose 1 less die.
Okay.
Unless you've rolled a 1, in which case you'll lose your cool. And Nor, the 4. You're just annoyed at the situation. And your next roll will be at -1, but just the next one. It's just... Yeah.
Nor will say, I thought we were at the trash talking phase.
Talking's for losers.
The blast, I kind of like put my hand up to block it, but it shoots my watch and like destroys it, which happens to be like a fake cheap watch that my son gave me.
But does it have any emotional significance?
Yeah, my son gave it to me
Okay.
for my birthday. one day while he like just one day he just gave it to me. It was like, here, wear it, and helps you stay on time. Hey, this is from my boy. The hell, man?
Wasn't even real.
It was real to me, damn it.
What are these people's names? I assume that we know these people's names, even if they don't know ours.
Other Gemma, other Buck, other Merle, and
Oh,
other
oh,
Noah.
okay.
I'm going with Nega.
Mega.
Nega Gemma, Nega Buck, Nega Merle, Neganor. Neganor sounds like a
Neganor sounds
like a Pokemon,
like a monster, like a Godzilla friend.
I was gonna call him my other half, Bill.
You can call them whatever you want, because you can just go into a talking head and tell anyone what you want people to know about these people, and it becomes the truth. Remember?
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Neganor doesn't deserve a real name.
You will notice that they do not have a camera crew around them. But they do have several high-tech drones just snapping promotional shots of them.
Is there product placement as well, like out of nowhere? Or is their uniform got sponsored tags and shit?
You know what? You know
Like
when
Dr.
Pepper
on them
across
as they stand there, blowing their hair beautifully.
when
Someone showed up with a fan.
When your watch got shot, Buck, Nega Buck just, as he said, it wasn't even real. There's just a twinkle of light that glitters from his watch
On his Rolex.
on
or
his
some
Rolex.
shit?
Yeah, and it just there's an invisible voice that just goes Rolex. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
Bill.
sellout cops. But they're rich. And they're firing at you, so what are you doing?
They're still firing at us?
Well, yes!
Get the hell out of here! It's just...
What did my one do to me?
Flicking a lighter.
Let's go to the castle. Go.
Yeah, let's run, but we gotta slow them down. So
That's
Nora's
fine.
going to. What did we roll on these things last time?
To make stuff explode?
To make the Game Deplacer Destroyer?
That was a tech.
That was technology. Basically, every time you use an object, it comes down to technology.
Okay. No, so I have to roll this time, not the time when I made it, because I
No,
can't
that's
remember. Okay.
I think last time you said that you would roll when you use it and not when you made them.
Because I like the idea of every single one of them having different chances of success. Each one of them does something slightly different that will have to be described by the user of the thing.
Oh my god, for real?
Of course.
My skills! Listen, a friend once called me a hyper-intelligent goblin, and that's name for life. I'm going to... Hannah knows a friend. I'm going to light... I'm going to light my Game Deplacer Destroyer 2000 and chuck it behind us as we run away into the castle.
So, can you give me that roll?
I can.
with a
I'm
minus
not
one.
gonna. Okay.
Because frazzled. Remember,
Sure.
you have bonus dice. You're free to
Yeah.
use them.
I feel like I should save the bonus dice on tech for the other people.
Okay.
Because they have their own ones to set off.
Makes sense.
I'll take my chances with the 3. Okay, a 5.
A 5. It's a success.
Yeah.
And an extra die in your pool for later. So what's going on?
I need help, y'all. What would be funny for this one? I want to say, because Neganor is so look down her nosy at Nor, at first it's just going to clunk onto the ground, held together just by a bunch of duct tape. But as that fuse burns down, nothing happens. Except inside, a series of tiny little circuits have started to go off, which, if they are following us in, I would say probably takes about 20 seconds. So as they walk their way towards us, it's going to go off right as they stand by it, and it's going to fail to explode, but create a massive amount of acrid smoke, because it should have exploded. But instead, we just have a messed up chemical reaction. So there might be a chemical agent in a small bubble between the cops and us. You're muted, Mike.
I just haven't been talking. That was just crazy.
Listen, stream of consciousness. It's a magic thing. Just roll with it.
Oh yeah.
You think I had any of this plan?
Do you think it makes them sick? Do you think it makes them fall unconscious? Do you think it hurts?
Makes them shit their pants.
Oh,
Cool.
Whoa.
So it's the brown smell.
Hey, listen, I could have given them the twirls. I didn't.
Yeah, no. So
Listen, if they're gonna chase us, they're gonna chase us with wet pants.
So yeah, basically, they cool walk, and we would see them from like a far like angle, a wide angle. Shit, I don't remember what it's called when it's the camera's placed between someone's legs. Like a shot that's very common in westerns.
Oh yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, that's it. So you see them like walking like slowly, cool, like Michael Myers. They don't need to run. And
Yeah,
then all
they're
of a
basically
sudden,
stalking us like
Yeah.
they're gonna kill us, Halloween murder style.
and then the little fuse peters out, and it just this tiny bit of smoke. They laugh. They step over it, and then you hear a. And they just stop.
Everybody's IBS
And,
is
like,
triggered at one time.
Yep. And if you look back as you rush into Cinderella's castle, you run back to Cinderella's castle, they don't follow you anymore.
Nor fully says, "Oh shit, that was supposed to explode."
it did. Looks like all of you need a bibbity bobbity bathroom.
Nice one. Nice one, Gemma.
I told you ours are better.
It's definitely a little bit more lively.
The blessings of chaos.
Listen, it's very Ghostbusters. No, it's very Inspectors themed.
No, that tracks out.
Mama always said the Lord works in mysterious ways.
Yep.
So
It's more nor working in mysterious ways for this one.
I don't think I can take complete credit for that. That was supposed to explode. I mean, it did, but in a different way.
Just let it happen. Let it happen, man. Just don't worry about it. It did its job.
It is.
And in fact, as you rush in the castle, you walk through like this giant like hall, very medieval, Very quiet. Very Simon Needs to say change the music. Very quiet. You can still hear some of the commotion outside, but it's dying down. You don't hear the other four walking after you. But the PA sounds and... Woohoo! Looks like you're getting close. Maybe I should do something about it. Maybe I
not.
will. Maybe I won't.
Come out
Why?
here, you coward!
Why are you teasing? I ain't got all day.
We know
Eh.
where this guy is. He's getting pretty annoying.
Nothing's been happening since he spoke, by the way.
Well, this was one of two
Ignore-
places the ghost said that he might be, so either he's here or he's not.
Can Nora use the
EMP thingy-mablover?
EMP thingamablubber? Yeah.
Yes.
I get
With-
my fourth dice back, right? Now that I've done the other
Yes,
roll?
yeah.
Sweet. Come on, thingamablubber.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh.
Wait, no. Why did that only roll 3?
Roll one more. Roll one
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, just roll one more.
Another. Oh, God.
EMP
that
said
is
no.
a 2. Yeah, EMP said the gem decides your fate. You take your EMP out, you turn it on, and all of a sudden it just sparks, flashes, buzzes, and then just plop, small explosions, plop, and it like breaks into pieces. And the PA says, "Ha ha! None of your toys are going to be of any help here." Oh.
Well, why don't you just come here, you big toy? I'll break you. No, I won't. That won't make him come. Somebody else do this.
Let's just
Um,
keep going up, I guess.
Yeah.
You keep walking upwards. I don't know how many floors there are, but
At
X
least
number
3.
of floors
I think
later.
it's 3.
yeah, you essentially get up to the secret suite. You know, the one that no one's allowed to go in. And door's locked. There's a little sign on it that says "Do not enter." It's been added in Sharpie, especially you guys. You get the feeling it's aimed at you.
Kick it, Merle, kick it.
Merle is going to, walk up to the door and rip off the "Do Not Disturb" sign, of course, because why not? And he will attempt to kick in the door.
Make that athletics check.
Is that you made the roll yet?
That is a success. Oh, and I forgot there was one success for Noor earlier. You kick the door down and you are met by a giant apparition.
Merle screams like a girl.
That works.
What does that mean, Merle? Because Nora's definitely going, "Ah!" So what does screaming like a girl mean? More descriptive.
Excuse me.
Sorry, let me be clear. He screams in a very high-pitched, notably feminine.
Do you channel
Fashion.
grandma?
I think he's channeling sister.
As you scream the other thing in front of you, a giant red blob with no face and just the giant maw where its stomach is supposed to be just rage screams at you, and walks forward to just chomp you, Merle. And
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you to make another athletics check. I'm hoping you succeed, because if you fail, you end up in that thing's belly.
There, I got you, Merle.
I was thinking of maybe, lighting my explosive device
Mhm.
as a
Yeah.
reaction.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Should I still do athletics, or should I do tech, or should I do both? Or
You're gonna get to choose then. Just
Oh.
because of that, you get to choose.
the best probabilities are with my athletics because I get 4 dice?
But if you succeed on technology, you can get rid of it. Athletics will just avoid something. You won't be able to do anything else.
Merle, how
Why
fun do
does
you
my
want to be?
DM have to trap me at my own game? Okay. I'm gonna tech this.
You're gonna tech this.
I'm gonna
You've got
tech
2
this.
bonus dice as well.
You gotta take the hell out of this.
What do you guys think? Should I take 1? Because I already have 2 in technology. Should I take 1? Or do I roll?
You too. It's a finale. Let's go out
Yeah.
loud.
Take both? Take both
Go
tech
out
dice?
with a bang. 2 dice.
Let's go.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. Am I rolling 2 or taking the 2 bonus dice?
Take 2
No,
bonus.
you're
2
rolling
bonus.
2,
2 bonus
and
dice.
you're also...
Okay.
That's how it works.
You can tell I'm stressed.
Yeah.
That is a success. You get to describe what happens.
See, faced with this god awful sight, and while he's screaming at this unrealistic pitch for a man of his size, Merle is going to pull out the matchbook, and having been a circus person, has a few tricks up his sleeve for lighting matches on the fly, strikes the matches and lights the explosive. And then as he's tossing it into the giant maw of this giant beast, all you hear is this random 8-bit version of Hallelujah as it lands in the mouth, closes, and it just explodes, knocking Merle back.
You are knocked out of the room. The giant red blob thing just splatters all over the wall, becomes just this mess of ectoplasm just all over the place. And you hear a voice that says, "Hello, you've got some over me, you rube!" And coming from deeper inside the room, an old, 1962 old Mickey Mouse costume, mascot, animatronic, question mark?
Yes.
I think it has to be costume puppet, not animatronic, right?
It's usually costume.
Yeah. Old school practical effects.
Like you're talking about the thing that people put on when they run around playing Mickey, with the
Yes.
kitties, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the old
1960s
one
version?
where Mickey had these slits in under his nose, and you could clearly
Oh.
see the human eyes inside.
Ugh.
Copy image. Let me just put it in our chat. Sorry, viewers, you won't be able to see this, but I was talking this. Actually, I might be able to copy image address. There you go, chat. If you want to go here.
Ugh, not that one.
So imagine that hasn't been washed in 60 years.
And here I thought animatronic children was traumatic enough.
Oh, oh,
So,
that's a sight.
Is there someone in there?
Do you want somebody in that?
Well, I think it would be slightly better.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to see whatever the hell's in that.
I
I
don't want
mean,
to say who is in that.
you can definitely. No, Jim's not here, I think. But I feel like that calls for a contact check. Because you're literally trying to contact if there's someone inside the suit.
Okay, yeah. If I recall, I had lost a die, correct?
Yes. And were you frazzled earlier?
Yeah. I had. Oh, you mean frazzled as in like a few minutes ago, or like frazzled as in like from earlier? Because I rolled a 1 like forever ago.
Oh, okay. So, no, the one isn't frazzled. So the one was like you lost thing.
Oh, okay. The lost thing. Okay. Cool. And roll. Oh,
Oh, and that's a 6.
there we go.
Please, Buck, is there someone in there?
Yeah, there's someone in there. It's an
Who is it?
old. Let's. How do I make this work?
If they take off the head, as Gemma asked if there's someone.
We don't know exactly who it is, but it looks eerily like a very decrepit Walt Disney. Like if Walt Disney had his head cut off and the actual like put into the thing, but some reason someone put it back and was able to make put it on a new body and make it live.
Like a
But
weird
didn't take it to-
undead Walt Disney.
Yeah.
He stops talking in the voice of the mouse and says, "All right, you commies. You want to ruin my park? Wanna do what to help unionize my workers? They work for a dream here. Now you come in here and break everything? I won't allow that. Now where are the inspectors?
We
Excuse
are
me.
the inspectors.
Exactly what she said.
You're not the inspectors. You're not on my payroll. I don't recognize any one of you.
That's
Oh, the cops are little scaredy cats who wet their pants outside.
Well, wet is one way of defining it.
It's technically correct.
Sorry, we don't take in just any type of sponsor. As director of marketing, I believe this would be a bad look on our brand. Just saying.
We have standards.
And I have an army of animatronics. What are you going to do?
Merle?
I'm gonna punch you.
Can Nora go to the door and open it and magically have Tech standing outside? Like animatronics outside, just be like, "Hello! Welcome, pirates! Attack!"
We did ask the pirates to be backup for us.
There
did
could
ask
be,
that.
and you know, nor you gave the idea, nor you're going to roll. I believe
what?
that this is a contact check.
God damn it, I have 0. Give me all the dice.
Take what's
so-
left.
Contact, you can only
Take it
use the
all.
bank dice, so good luck, because whatever you roll will influence your bank dice.
Well, we got 4 straight up.
2. You got 2 left.
Oh, God.
All right, well, I'm rolling both.
Do it. Just do it.
Hold on, to 2d6. Let me get
Mhm.
them. Hey!
Yay!
A 6 and a 3.
Hell
So
yeah.
the 3 just disappears. Like, I mean, it's used up, but the 6 goes back to your bank and adds a new one. So you went from 2 to 0 to 2 in one shot. Because guess what? For some reason, the pirates, as you open the door, one of them is we'll go with Smee because I've always loved Smee, even though he's not in Pirates of the Caribbean.
There is a Peter Pan ride also, and they were.
We
not-
called all pirates.
Yeah,
we were
we called all
we were
the pirates.
agnostic about
All
pirates.
Yeah.
pirates.
If the small world can come, Peter Pan can come. They're across the street from each other. Like,
Smee's dragging a chest. He went in. It wasn't part of the plan necessarily, but you think that the ghost inside Smee was probably the ghost of an actual pirate. Because he went in around the park. And that's why he's late. That's why he wasn't at the battle. Because he's dragging a chest with all the money from all the cash registers of the park. And that's why you get your dice bank back. Because you just made bank.
Hey.
And so
thanks,
he's
buddy.
right there. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, you know, when Ghosty Poo was like, I have animatronics, what are you
Yeah,
gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
And I think Merle goes in swinging.
I think Merle just said,
Nor
I'm gonna
just-
punch you. I don't know if...
Oh, okay.
No action has taken place.
Nor's just gonna
Yet.
open the door, and I'm imagining like a bunch of swashbuckling animatronics with like their little metal swords and other piratey goods coming through, charging.
Oh, they burst forth. And I have a question as to how piratey. So, Hook or Barbarossa? Or Bosa, sorry. Hook or Barbosa?
Barbosa for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna go with Hook.
Because that'll determine what happens to Walt.
I mean, it would be more Disney to go Hook.
It would be more Disney to go Hook.
And funny.
Yeah, let's go Hook.
Hook bursts in while some of the pirates jump on Walt to hold him down. Hook takes like a piece of like the top of a desk that's inside the suite, just rips it off and breaks the window with it and just puts the plank down and says, "We're an anarchist commune from now on, Walt." And he points to the plank and shouts out, like, "Make him walk the plank!"
Walk the plank! Walk!
And of
Off
course,
the plate.
you know, the Cinderella's castle is surrounded with water. So what's in the water but a giant alligator animatronic ghost just waiting?
They're talking.
Yeah. And Ghost is like, Walt just turns to you and says, "You can't let them do this. I'm not a ghost. I'm actually going to get hurt."
Well, you see, you look like you got cryogenically woken up. You can get your friends down there to do the same thing again.
No, wait. And he gets like pushed at the tip of a sword. He's, wait, I can give you money. I can give you free rides. Oh, what about a annual VIP pass? What, just... Willem scream. Down the castle. You don't even hear a plooch. When you exit the castle a few minutes later, there's the fake specters. Anyway, the ones that were a commercial success. They are tied up, like hogtied. Sitting on top of one is Taylor, with Casper floating about.
Hey,
And,
my boy.
Hey, Dad! And like he runs to you, gives you a big hug. There's some people in Frontier Town which showed me how to tie up people with rope.
Yeah, it looks like you did a good job, son.
We call that a hog tie. You do that with the pigs on the ranch. Good job, kid.
Casper said that they were pigs, hence why we had to tie them.
Hey,
That's about
good
right.
boy.
Good call. Good call.
Also, I'm 5 and I just said the word hence and no one blinked.
Just not gonna
Listen,
leave it
our
there.
stuff is very messed up.
But that means with this happening, I'm probably a laugh and a freeze frame. The camera crew is just dumbfounded. But with that, all we have left are your last, solo moments in front of the camera. As the, credits are gonna roll on one side of the screen. What's each one of you... What are your epilogues? What's happening after? You can choose any moment in time. It can be you, like the character explaining something. It can be just a player narrating something. But how does it end? And I'm gonna ask one last question is, what's next for the franchise? Your short-lived show on TV will be cancelled after 5 episodes. Because the Disney lawyers will sue the shit out of the production company.
God damn it, Mouse.
And the production company, being completely bankrupt, accept a deal from a shady producer to have a camera crew follow them around and make a reality TV show about a camera crew that follows the inspectors around.
Oh, wow.
But how about you? How about the 4 of you? Oh, and I reserve an epilogue for Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's
I'll
going
start.
first?
I'll start.
Buck will start. Transition. Thank you, Buck. You're up.
Yeah, it seems like it worked out pretty well actually for me. Turns out we got another little reception on our hands. Turns out leaving your kid in the random dangerous situation while you're going out partying makes you lose custody. So I get to have my son all to myself.
Aww.
So he's my new little receptionist and helps us out every once in a while. Luckily, we have somebody a little bit nicer on the phone. I still start off with director of marketing. And they just got me a new little watch. So I used it with his first payment. Hope he didn't. I mean, I got a lot of shit for making Jemba pay my son, but it's fine. Fine. It's just a small pay cut. Everything worked all right.
And so Taylor's number will be 102509.
Nice.
And he is your official receptionist now. Hey, we filled out the employee sheet. You're like a real company now.
We got a waffle and a child on the payroll.
Serious business. Who goes next?
I just now remembered he's 5 years old.
You just now remembered?
Which is what I love. Like, I imagine tiny Taylor with like
The waffle
the colors of the company, just like a bit of gel in his hair or something.
Oh my god!
With like
can
the
imagine?
pen protectors and just like, hi.
Someone calls, they're like, "Is this inspectors?" He's like, "No, this is Taylor." Like,
You got a credit card?
The 5-year-old
know.
asking for credit.
I have to ask my daddy. Wait, no, the angry blonde lady says it's okay. Yeah. I don't know how to take a message. I can't read. I'm 5.
You come in and ask for messages, and it's just a bunch of drawings.
In
I
crayon.
dragged you a horsey. Like,
This is the family.
Business is booming. I love it. I
Oh
love
my
Taylor.
God. Listen, we do get the award for the world's cutest receptionist.
Mhm.
We
Oh,
also may get
definitely.
pulled up on child labor laws. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
No,
Taylor's
no, no.
problem.
Don't worry about it. He's having the allowance, not actually on payroll.
Yeah, no, that's it. He's actually not being paid for the work he does legally.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're
I don't
totally
know.
not breaking child labor laws.
Yeah.
No, what
Jim
it
came up
is
with that
is
idea.
You're watching the kid and you're just letting him play with the phones
Exactly.
as a means to entertain himself.
Right, Gemma?
absolutely. I will go next if you want.
All right, Gemma, you're up.
Well, despite early implications that our ratings were not the best, we ended up being highly successful, at least by our standards. And people would actually recognize us on the streets sometimes. And it improved business exponentially for at least a short while. Taylor is not on the payroll. We are not breaking any child labor laws whatsoever. Do not let anybody imply that. He is here under supervision by his father. He is unpaid. He is untrained. And whether he answers the phone or not, I cannot supervise him at all times. That's not my job. And so I can't stop him from answering the phone. And if he decides to take a message, then that's on him. I appreciate it. But it's not something he's being paid for, nor expected to do. So, you know.
The voice
It all
behind the
works out in the
camera
end.
just asks, why are you so adamant about this point?
Why are you so curious?
We just ask you to...
You ask too many questions.
No, we only said...
I'm
tell
the one
us
being
what-
interviewed. Anyway, after the disaster at Disney World, with Tilda coming in trying to steal my thunder as usual, I've heard that they've run into some severe legal ramifications due to inability to complete the contract with, you know, the big man in the castle. So we'll see how that pans out for them. In the meantime, we've been doing well. And you know, if we happen to pick up a little piratical work on the side after getting a taste for it down at the castle, you know, so be it. It's all fun and games.
I kind of walk in a little bit into, hey Gemma, so yeah, with Taylor not working here, well, how's about like a little bit of raise for daycare or something of that nature? Is that
Raise, do I look like I'm made of money?
I figured I'd try. Sorry.
You can see the chest in the background with like the cash from the
She has like a Scrooge McDuck pool in her office now. She just doesn't tell anyone.
I love it.
Who's next?
Andrew,
Well,
you're making hesitation faces. Go.
I'm perpetually hesitant. My God.
We're filming. We're filming. Merle.
Yeah. Sorry about that. Well, as you know, we had moderate success with our endeavors, and it had to happen. Tear rolls down his cheek. When I got back to her, she just, Bessie's gone. I miss her so much. Grandmama is gonna be furious, waiting for me at my grave. She's just gonna beat me with that stick of hers. Can't believe it. But, you know, I have to say, that van with the Pegasus on the side might not fly. but it's sure as hell easier to pack Noor's inventions inside. Appreciate that. Still doesn't fly, Casper. But you done good. You got us wheels.
And that would bring us to Noor.
So one of the cool side effects, I guess, of us being on TV is that folks have taken it upon themselves to send us random stuff for me to blow up. And so the inspectors now have an incredibly successful viral YouTube channel where we create random concoctions and explode them on the internet for everybody to watch. So
Does it
side
explode?
hustle.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But does it explode though? Question mark. Oh, and you know what's really great? I've been actually asking the viewers in polls to tell me what we put together, and they're coming up with creations I've never seen. Oh, and also, we have 4 different coffee sponsorships for this. It's the best.
Nice. And then we have Bob. Bob retired. Kind of early. He got a gig. After everything, that happened at Disney and all that. He realized that he's in an odd position where he can use his new likeness, his new physique, to his advantage. And there is now a buddy cup show, starring Casper the Friendly Ghost and Bob the Waffle. Which, Bob plays the straight man and Casper plays, like, the comedian, the Joker. And
Simon, look at the chat for cast request.
Look at the chat.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's definitely, yep. Shit, there's so many things. Yes. Yep, I think outside of his budding show, Bob the Waffle also performs as an angry stand-up comedian, which is kind of strange because he sells out entire venues, but he's like 5 inches in diameter. No one sees him on the stage.
He's like on a stool on a plate, and he's like, "Oi, tilt me up, you motherfuckers!"
Have I told you about my wife?
They just got
What
big
is it with
jumbotrons that
children
has like a
these
camera
days?
like in its face.
You know what sucks about having no hands? Are there any kids in here?
It's definitely the type of shit that goes on.
I'll
And,
never look at syrup ever again.
there is in the tabloids, there are a few columns about a potential fling between Aunt Jemima and Bob the Waffle that says, "I can't believe they're not lovers." But bringing it back to the people that matter, which is your crew, your business. What's the future like for the inspectors?
One ghost at a time.
Yeah, pretty
Some
much.
cases
Could be.
4.
Look, Nora has a
Potentially.
lifetime supply of coffee and shit to blow up. We're having a good time.
You have stolen... No, you've acquired a windfall from Walt Disney. But because we haven't reached the threshold, Most of it had to go to settle various lawsuits on, destruction of property and all that. But otherwise,
ghosts
you still
did
made
it.
bank.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just there's the whole thing with like ghosts don't have rights, so the laws are very strange around them. They're not, but it did spark an entire movement. And from now on, ghosts are seen less and less as parasites, and more as people that we need to accommodate. And most of them are perfectly fine doing things that are too dangerous for humans because they can't die. So they've served as like deep sea divers.
Nice.
Some actually are working full time on the like International Space Station because who the hell cares? And many of them like operate, let's say heavy machinery, but in places like steel mills and all that where it might be dangerous for someone to show up.
I was thinking like mine, like anything underground.
Oh yeah, it's a whole replace the whole like roboticization, automation of jobs with just like. If you loved your job all your life and then you die, you can keep doing it.
Ooh, ghosts in space?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gravity won't have the same effects on them?
Yeah, it's kind of strange when they're outside in space, though. But
That's a different series.
Yeah, but otherwise things it begins with the help of your branch, your company. The push for recognition began, oddly enough, in Florida, and spread out first in America and then across the Americas and then around the world, to the point where several years later you will get an offer from people in Australia. A group of 5 ghosts have decided to create their own inspectors, ORS, and they want to enter a partnership with you. Tiny success,
Dope.
one ghost at a time.
I'm so ready for our sequel, Inspectors Down Under.
All the ghosts are upside down. I don't know why.
Gotta get my good shirt on.
And it's
Well,
it's not
depending on
ghost
when
the problem, it's the wildlife.
Depending on when we come back, I may be down there too.
Ooh.
Oh.
Seems like the right hat for this, right?
Yeah.
I'll see if we actually do something with Australia. That could be hilarious because you know how Ghostbusters became like Ghostbusters like International in the comics. Then we now have the Inspectors International.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, everyone, thank you to the 4 of you.
Franchise.
Yeah. Thanks to the 4 of you for coming. By the way, thank you for play. It was my first time playing Inspectors. Was I think your first time, all of you. Did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Loved
Yes.
it. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
It is
Yes.
improv heavy.
It very much is.
But I think it wasn't so bad.
It was good.
And I would do it again.
Yeah.
I would do it again. But
I like that it's not that serious. It's good. You
No.
can just show up and have a good time, and
Yeah.
like
I mean,
you don't have to bring in
can take
anything.
it seriously, but
Mm.
no,
I
it's
mean, have you met us?
yeah, no, and it's fun. It's fun to just honestly disconnect
Yeah.
and just like sure we had like a social message, but what media
Cam.
doesn't?
Mhm.
If it wasn't fucking obvious enough, our message was cops are bad,
Hey, Cam.
and also Disney's not all that good.
Yeah, what a jerk taking advantage of his employees.
Terrible.
Who?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Who'd have thought?
That's just, wow. Working them past their death.
I know.
Ugh. That's capitalism
You know,
for you.
I mean,
And
when
I
you
mean-
sign your contract, you're signing away your immortal soul. I'm sorry. That's
And having
a
to
little
roll-
extreme.
And having a Rolex doesn't make you a good dad.
Nope. Turns out,
so
no matter how good you look, when you flatulate, you flatulate.
It
Same for
was-
everyone.
Listen, the point was, even hot people shit. That's the point.
Yes.
Like,
Everybody poops.
we're all human. Everybody
Yep.
poops.
Everyone, no matter
Don't
how
humanize
hot,
them.
once had explosive diarrhea. But a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. I had it in my mind that if Bucky went to check Nega Buck's phone,
Oh no.
it's just a pre-recorded message.
Oh.
That devious bastard.
They're all, each one of them, I wanted them to look like more successful versions of yourselves, but like shitty, like
Yeah.
douchey, better successful versions, while in reality, they are miserable.
They're the CW versions of
They're not the
us.
real success.
Oh yeah.
Not a success until you hold a baby in your arms and had him for at least 5 years old and then accidentally lost all of his trust money.
Oh god.
But
Spent years trying to win him
That
back.
took a turn.
I know.
Fatherhood.
Now we know why Buck is employed at Inspectors as opposed to somewhere else.
Yeah, I remember that storyline.
yeah, thanks to the four of you for playing for all these weeks. That was a strange experiment. I have a bunch of things to shout out, but I think we're gonna go around the table. If you have any places that you're going to be soon, places we can find you, projects going on, and tell us, what was your favorite moment in the whole game? What memory are you taking away of this game? And we'll do the same order as we did the intros, so we'll start with Director of Marketing, Mr. Buck Selsmore.
Hello. My name is Mike Brown, second half of Nerd Doom, where we run a podcast talking about anime gaming and overall nerd culture. As you've heard, I play Uncle Buck. My favorite part is probably everything that had to do with Taylor. I'd never expected to create a son and actually be the good guy in this situation, because the original plan is I was going to be the deadbeat dad. So it's really, really nice to like have a nice connection with that. Also, making the decision that it's Casper.
Yeah.
That was great.
Nice. And where can we find you?
You can find me in all social media under at Nerd Doom with a 3 instead of an E.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for playing. Up next, the HBIC herself, Gemma Artel.
Whichever way you want to call it. So, I'm Hannah, and you can find me at Hanimation Art on Twitter, Hanimation Studios on Instagram and Facebook, and Hanimation.shop. I have my new storefront up and running now. I am very excited. And you can find me back here on the Wandering Society, Wandering DM channel on Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern for some Scion, which is, we just had a very heart-wrenching episode last weekend. So if you missed that, it would be good to catch the VOD, because that was a doozy. So, but I'm sure it'll be, I'm sure it'll be much more lighthearted this weekend, Simon. And other than that, you can catch me next Saturday over on Praxagorth Thesmophoria for some Mechton Corporate Raiders. And you can catch me in person. I'm going to be at Anime Festival Orlando if there's anybody who lives in Florida and has any intentions of coming to that convention. It's going to be a lot of fun. My favorite parts of this campaign, probably I just love Merle and Nora. You guys are so you were like the heart and soul of this heartless and soulless company. You guys like put your all into trying to make it a real deal when it was very clearly a scam, and it was just very endearing. And I loved all of your character building and your interactions. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for making this so special. This whole campaign.
And thank you for coming and playing. And moving over to the tech nerd, the one with all the toys, the tech geek Norsaba.
Hello, everybody. I am Pooja. You can find me over on Twitter at Pooja and at Poojaberwalkie on all other platforms, including this one, where I have recently started playing random cozy games and Mario Kart and stuff. So come follow me. Also, if you play Mario Kart, let me know. You can show up and play with me. I'm very bad at video games, so I just need friends to hang out with and talk to me while I am terrible at video games. As for shows, my schedule is lightening up, which is good because I've been going kind of hard for a while. But this week, all I have left is an episode of Strange Hungers this Saturday at 12 Eastern over our Total Party Kiss. And then next week, most of my games are off, and I'm traveling to Canada. But I'll be back with Strange Hungers and Corporate Raiders with Hannah on Proxigor Phasmophoria's channel. And then starting on the 20th of June, I am going to be in a brand new show that has spun off from a series of long shots we did on Manapot Studios on the Flights of Fandom show. But we're starting a brand new show called Streets of Gotham. A game that started off as a Gotham adaptation of Honey Heist with Gotham hench folk, then turned into a Scum and Villainy game, and is now becoming a full campaign because we just love playing these goofs. And I play Manny Quinn, Harley's wife, and a lot of fun is had, and it's a lot of chaos, and I'm excited to bring that into a long-form show. But for other things, just follow me on Twitter, and I'll see y'all around.
Thank you for coming to the game. It was awesome. And even though you missed one or whatever, but it was nice. It was fun to have Nor and your improv around. I really enjoyed it.
Oh, I was going to say my favorite moment. Right. My
Yes.
favorite moment was the entire end sequence of our pilot episode in the back kitchen with Bob and the fryer. And I think that climax set the tone for just how bonkers the series was going to be. Like, I never expected to come out of our first fight with a mascot and an angry waffle, but I was just like, oh shit, there are no limits.
Nope.
Anything's game.
Nope. And
Maple syrup will never be the same.
yes. I mean, it started with the big fuck off battery.
The fuck off battery.
I think
Best invention ever.
The
Yeah,
fuck off battery and Merle's backaches.
I'm skipping over Merle for a sec, but that's got to be when you pulled out the fuck off battery the first time. I was like, okay,
Listen,
this gonna be good.
You gave me rope.
Yes.
I'm gonna hang all of us with it. Apparently.
Oh, I mean, every time I'm looking for someone for improv, I mean, you're top of my list.
Oh, thank you.
And so, last but not least, the muscle of the group,
Yo.
the boy from Louisiana, Merle Longjambon.
Hi, everyone. I am Andrew. I've played Merle in this mini campaign. You can find me here on Thursdays. I'm part of the furniture most of the time. And this is kind of the only place I live. But if there are upcoming projects, they'll get posted to my Twitter. Yeah, because that'll be kind of the only thing I would post up there anyway at this point in time. I really loved, I mean, I'm usually a second or two late on the improv, so it's easier for me to like work off of what someone else starts, which has made this game absolutely amazing because we've got Pooja with the wackiness, we've got Mike with like very concrete random things, and then we'd be nowhere without our HBIC. I mean, that was the very first time I heard you, Hannah, with Gemma's voice. I was just like, oh my fucking god, this is going to be amazing. But favorite moments? I don't know. I think what sticks with me notably is definitely Noor's like inventions and like the sheer randomness of it. And then Gemma's like, no, this is completely up to code. This is not illegal. This is like, you know, that really, you know, those situations, and the mascot. You can never escape the mascot. That, I think, really, like we already said, that set such a tone for the game and for how we were going to play and how everything was going to roll. That was amazing. That episode 1 where we went through everything we went through. Definitely. So, yeah. That was awesome. Thank you everyone for playing. Thank you everyone for showing up and being with us through these intriguing, improvised episodes.
Yup, thank you to everyone in chat who hung out, who followed, who talked, chatted, entertained, was entertained. Thank you again to the 4 of you for taking time off of your week and just being silly. We were supposed to have a show that followed this one, but we are going to take a bit of a break because things are happening on the channel. We're gonna have new shows coming up on Thursdays. We're gonna have a horror show for which that I will not be GMing, but for which a casting call will go out very, very soon. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to be the same time slot as this one. It's going to run for 6 weeks. And we're also having something else that I told my players about, but I can't tell chat about just yet. But it's another show, but I'm going to keep it on the wraps until we have more details about it.
Dun, dun, dun.
But thank you all for coming. This was InSpectres, and we will be back for more of these, starting with the horror game later this summer, and then some other games later and all the time. And otherwise, you can find me over on my channel tomorrow. So here, wow, not tomorrow, Saturday. Woo! Saturday at 1 p.m. for Scion, Birth of the New Gods. It's going to be our last session before a short break of 2 weeks because of vacation. I won't be there. And then on Sunday, on Praxagora Thesmophoria at 8 p.m. for Witcher. And then on Wednesday, on Laugh Love Lindy's channel at 8 p.m., we're going to play... we keep playing Upon the Hexamshire Moors, where I think for the first time in my life, I actually had a somewhat passable English accent. But that is it. And also the game is Everyone Wants a Piece of Me. In any sense of the term, it's just...
I love it.
People are relentless. People are
so good.
relentless. So
Lovely.
have a good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. And remember, cops are bad, ghosts are good. Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Bye.